Yeah, this is your girl Arabia uploading another video on YouTube, gonna share it on Facebook. And what I want to talk about is what I have been seeing in my own personal life: shadows, lights above my head. We are entering in the age of Aquarius. That was my father's birth sign, and he was an Aquarius. He was very in tune to what was going on. He tried to warn me. He said, "Daughter, you probably only got a few more years left. I don't know how long you gonna live after I go." And he kept telling me, "Fabia, look out for these shadows, look out for these signs." And I have been doing it for a couple of years after he died, even before he died. But lately, I've been seeing a lot of shadows. I've been seeing other worlds that are connected to this world. It's another world, very warm, very welcoming, very loving. They're not hateful on the other side and stuff. But lately, and this what happened to me the other night, I was in my apartment after I met those two puppies. The same night, a shadow came into this house. A shadow was in the room. There was something crawling on the bed. There was wind, and the windows are not open because all my windows are locked. There was a coldness. I felt it. But my father told me years ago, he said, "You will see these things more clearly when it comes time for you to pass on into the next life." Because I already know I'm not going to live to see 45, 46, 48 years old. I'm not going to live to be that old, not in this body. But he taught me enough to know that I had two guardians that were walking with me. They're the ones that provide my money. They're the ones that provide my food. They're the ones that provide my transportation. They're the ones, when I go to sleep at night, I leave my body. I've been leaving my body for quite some time, a couple of years now. The older I get, the more it's more pronounced. I still have a monthly period, but lately it's been not acting correctly like it was when I was younger. So I know I'm coming to the end of my journey here on earth in this body, and that's fine. But there was one particular night I was in my bedroom, and there was a shadow, and it started crawling up on the bed. And sometimes they call me by my name, and sometimes they use my own voice, or they use the voice of my adoptive mother. They use the voice of my adoptive father. They use the voices of people that I loved at one time. I no longer love them. I have to cut myself off from them because they are a part of the problem. But not too long ago, I was in my bed. I was watching a video on YouTube or doing something else on my phone. And there was this shadow. And it crawled up on the bed. It crawled. I always face something that frightens me because I don't have a clear sense of being frightened or being afraid of something. So what I did, I jumped up immediately and looked around the room. I saw the thing crawling on the bed and it stopped. Once we saw each other's eyes, it stopped. It crawled back into the shadows. It went back into the darkness of the room. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm gonna do what I gotta do. The YouTube pages I do have up, these entities already know about me. Okay, I go to a bus stop in the morning, early in the morning to go to work. I'm doing something positive. I hear somebody call my name. It's wind blowing. It's cold air, but there's no real wind. When I come back here at night, the shadow is even stronger, bigger. I'm like, why are they threatening me? But they threatened me because I'm not even supposed to be here. I was supposed to have been dead long ago. I was supposed to have left out of here when I was 9 years old, when I got hit by that taxi cab in Mount Vernon, New York. And it is what it is. And I have to face it. My father had already warned me this was going to happen. He told me this was going to happen. He didn't tell me when it was going to happen. I'm 44 years old now, the same age Billie Holiday was when she died. I'm not the same age as Whitney Houston or anybody else that has died. But Billie Holiday and me share a certain spiritual connection. That's why I loved her music so much. That's why I push Janis Joplin. That's why I push Amy Winehouse. That's why I say things about Adele or these other singers that remind me of those days back then. I wasn't born in the 1930s. I wasn't born in 1915. I was born in 1973, according to my birth certificate. But maybe that's a trick also. Now, if it's correct, my birthday is coming very soon. I'll be 45 years old. That's 5 years short of being 50. It is what it is. Gonna go out like Big Mama Thornton or Billie Holiday or Phyllis Hyman, because when I go to sleep at night, I dream. But it's not real dreams. I'm actually leaving my body. I leave the body. That's why I don't worry about what people say about me. I don't care about what they say about me because they don't touch my soul. They don't do nothing for me at the end of the day. And some of my family members, they don't do shit for me. Christmas is getting ready to come. How many motherfuckers gonna call me tomorrow? My birthday is getting ready to come in a few more months. How many motherfuckers gonna call me? Nobody. Very few people. One Piece, New York Love.